Okay, so here we are. We've got a 2017 Honda Rebel 500 ABS, and take a look on the clock here. Got almost 7,500 miles on it, and yeah, actually, I just lubed the chain again. So yeah, just doing some general care and maintenance on the motorcycle, checking all the safety stuff. So one of the things that I could definitely see coming up here, and kind of the main topic for this video, is going to be the tire wear. So one of the things I noticed is that, well, I like to run my tire pressures a little bit high, and I think on this bike I did it too high, where I was maybe like 8 to 10 pounds over what the recommendation was. So the effect of that, you can see right here, is that there's really I mean, definitely, I think I could run this tire out to the end of the summer, but definitely gonna have to change it out before the rain comes. So you can see what the effect is of having too much air in the tire. So you look at the sides here, and I just got tons there's a huge amount of grip, a huge amount of wear left on the tire, but in the middle there's like nothing. So that's the problem when you overinflate the tires. So I think I'm gonna only end up getting probably about 8,000 or 9,000 miles out of this tire. I might even change it out sooner than that though. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you always want to have a good amount of grip on the tire. And what you want to go by, cars actually have the same thing, but on a motorcycle it's right on the swing arm here. It's right here. It tells you 29 psi. So that's what you're supposed to have both tires inflated to. You don't go by the reading that's on the actual tire. You go by what's on the swing arm. So I would, from here on, I'm going to do the same thing that I do in my cars, where I do maybe just 1 or 2 pounds over the recommended rating. But that does, again, lead for a little bit more tire wear to the center of the tire, and especially on a motorcycle where the tire is already more rounded than a car tire is. So it has kind of a even bigger effect when you overinflate the tire. So, but you can see my front tires, I'm looking really solid. So, and usually what happens is you end up changing 2 rear tires for every 1 front tire. So anyhow, so it's a good time for me to also just kind of do a safety check on the bike, just kind of make sure everything's running solid here. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. So there's my left turn signal. So I just kind of take it to a shady spot, and you see the left turn signal is solid. Gonna hit the right turn signal. We're good to go there. And then from there, I'm gonna go ahead and check the brake, the rear brake. So kind of hard to see from here, but I can see it's definitely good. It's lighting up when I hit it. And also just check the hazard lights. So looking good there. Looking good there. And turn those back off. And then we're just gonna try out the horn. Horn's looking good. Okay, cool. Yeah, so also I definitely recommend, I just did this about 1,000 miles ago, but I definitely recommend checking all the frame bolts. I bought the actual shop manual for it, so I could specifically check all the frame bolts on the bike. Make sure that the engine's not gonna, like, drop or anything like that, because obviously that would cause a terrible lean in the bike, possibly a crash. So you definitely want to check your frame bolts, and then also your front and rear axle bolts. Make sure you got the right torque specs on them. And cool. So we're good to go here for probably about another 500 miles. At that point, I think I'm gonna change out my rear tire. But awesome. Hope you guys been enjoying my videos, and keep riding safe. Still loving this bike. This bike is awesome. And yeah, a few comments I had on it for, I mean, don't get me wrong, the miles per gallon is rated at 61. And you might not get that, but I mean, you're still gonna get way better than what you would in a car. My bike probably gets at least 40 to 45 miles per gallon just sitting there at idle or going at like so slow speeds. Cars aren't gonna get that. And if you actually, if you're more conservative on the bike, not asking for too much power from the throttle. You can definitely get, you know, 45, 50 plus miles per gallon on the roads and on the highway too. So anyhow, hope you enjoyed the video, and ride on, ride safe. Peace.